every poll down the line has had Trump up 20, 30 points, something of that nature. DeSantis has not really been able to crack that. The bigger problems he's facing now is he's shedding staff, or he's had to lay off staff because his campaign is bleeding money. We're hearing stories about canceled fundraisers and the like. People with means to contribute to campaigns don't really want to give to him. So I think what he's trying to do is downsize his campaign considerably.
Welcome to The Debrief, where we talk with the Washington Examiner's top journalists about the headlines they're covering and where the story's going next. I'm Sarah Bedford, and I'm here today with magazine editor David Marg. And David, Ron DeSantis' campaign is being portrayed as struggling. He's not really quite found his footing on messaging or otherwise. What's going wrong right now?
Right, I think part of the problem for Governor DeSantis of Florida was he was always portrayed as the alternative to former President Donald Trump. It is almost like a two-person race. Every poll down the line has had Trump up 20, 30 points, something of that nature. DeSantis has not really been able to crack that. The bigger problems he's facing now is he's shedding staff, or he's had to lay off staff because his campaign is bleeding money. We're hearing stories about canceled fundraisers and the like. People with means to contribute to campaigns don't really want to give to him. So I think what he's trying to do is downsize his campaign considerably. When he goes to Iowa and New Hampshire, he's probably not going to have any more the large entourage, dozens of people around him, but maybe just him, his security, and try to talk to people more one-on-one.
Can the debate be a potential inflection point where he can start to salvage some of that if he delivers a really strong performance?
Oh, absolutely. And I think he probably sees that as his way to, I don't want to use to resurrect his campaign because he's not out. There's been absolutely no voting. We're still 5 months plus out from the early voting in the Iowa caucuses. So a lot could still change. He could, of course, still come back, but he is definitely looking to debates. Conversely, his Republican rivals, probably not Donald Trump, but the others, still probably plan to gang up on him at the debate because they feel if they can knock him out, and then one of them could become the next front runner.
Of those, I suppose lower tier candidates, if Trump and DeSantis are in the top tier, has anyone had upward movement in the polls? Is anyone starting to gain a following?
It's interesting, depending which poll you look at, you can start to see green shoots for some of these candidates, like, say, Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, who's gotten into the double digits in some of these state-by-state polls. There's a few others like Vivek Ramaswamy, the kind of anti-woke businessman who's a cable celebrity. He's started to pick up. He's had a lot of favorable reviews from people who've actually met him. Nikki Haley, every once in a while, will be seen rising in the polls, but then she kind of flatlines a bit. So those couple, there's still room for others, but it is starting to get closer to the primaries.
Well, David, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
You can get more writing from David and the rest of the political team at WashingtonExaminer.com.